Are you facing a big life decision? Maybe you're burned out in your current job, or maybe you don't know what to do with your relationship. Have you ever thought about journaling? Our next guest, Lisa Tenner, is the author of the new book, The Joy of Writing Journal. She says journaling helped save her from a burnout job and helped her actually heal a chronic health condition. And she's got some tips to help you get started. Lisa, we are excited to have you here. Journaling is a very big topic and something that's very important for people's health. What does research reveal about the benefits of journaling?
Research shows that journaling boosts your mood. It has the power to help you heal. It can help your memory, and it can help you tap your creativity, which is my favorite.
Yeah, you've been journaling, you have your new book. How did journaling help you in your life?
Oh, so many ways. Back many, many years ago, I had chronic fatigue syndrome and I was exhausted and I was in pain. And through my journal, I explored what the sources of that might be, and I brainstormed solutions. And then now I do not have chronic fatigue. So it was a big source of help. And then I was also in this burnout job at a nonprofit, and again, exhausted. It was at the same time. And journaling helped me realize that it just wasn't sustainable. I quit that job and journaled again to figure out new options. And I hit upon this idea of becoming a book coach. I had never even heard of a book coach at the time, but I explored it, used my journal to figure out what that meant. And then I now been doing that for not quite 20 years, but close to it. It's so fulfilling and it's creative. And I make more than 3 times what I made as a nonprofit director. So that's nice too.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice bonus there, aside from just your joy and happiness. All right, so you've got some tips for people like me who don't journal and have always been interested, or those that are just kind of learning about it. How does somebody get started with journaling?
Well, my favorite way is to get up in the morning and actually stay in bed in the morning, but start journaling. And I often suggest if you could remember your dreams, that's a great way to start, because you just start by recording the dreams. But if you can't, just like see what kind of mood you're in, what are the emotions that you feel early in the morning, and now start to tie either of those to what's going on in your life. And as you explore that, you just naturally start writing, and it can be really powerful, both to give you insights and also solutions to whatever problems you're facing.
When I think about it, this isn't necessarily the Dear Diary from our children's age when we were kids type thing, right? I mean, how do we even know what to write or where to begin?
Yeah, so a lot of people, and myself included, love a prompts journal. So that's my newest book is The Joy of Writing Journal, Spark Your Creativity in 8 minutes a day. And it gives you prompts. So you don't have to worry about, what am I going to journal about? A blank page. You can just answer the prompt. So like an example is The Joy of Writing Journal, we've got 10 things that bring you joy. And so you just write down 10 things, and then you pick one and you explore it. So it's very easy because it guides you.
Guiding is good. And I think maybe once you kind of get into the routine of doing it, things start to flow a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I experience a heightened state of being, like it just makes me feel blissful. And I think when you do it regularly, you get there.
So you're using a journal to, work through, solve problems, become enlightened. But what are some of the challenges when it comes to using a journal for that?
I think the biggest challenge is I see a lot of people get stuck in the negative, and it can be really helpful to journal about the problem, right? But then you don't want to stop there and get stuck there. So I suggest just asking yourself, like, kind of trying to take a new perspective. Like, what if I looked at this differently? Or ask yourself, what might be the gifts in this experience? And when you do that, that's when insights start to pop up, and solutions and creativity, and it starts becoming less of a problem, and you actually find it an exciting challenge.
You can learn more about Lisa at lisatenner.com. Is she speaking your language, Alan?
Well, you know, I've always loved to journal. I like to do the two forms. Like she said, the prompt journaling,
Right.
because that's kind of like an everyday check-in. But that long form, as she mentioned, like there have been problems going on that I didn't even realize what the actual problem was until I started writing out. I'm like, oh, this is what I'm dealing with.
I guess it's that feeling of being vulnerable and getting it out that you just kind of have to get past.
And then hide that journal because there's too much in it. You don't want people to read.